Hello everyone, welcome back to the Malbeefance channel. This is turn 34 of the Strategic Command World War I series replay. So hopefully you've been following the series, just so I can be lazy this one episode and not do a recap and just jump right into the turn. Let's go ahead and advance the turn. So while it is doing that, so Russia surrendered last turn. We're going to start bringing all of the troops over. Bulgaria's entrance into the war reduces Serbian morale. Austria welcomes Bulgaria's entrance into the war. All right, we have naval units in place. This is a scripted event. Once I get naval forces out into the Atlantic, the German player will be asked, do you want to launch unrestricted submarine warfare? Now, the benefit of doing this is that it increases German morale while it also has a negative effect on UK morale. The big drawback to doing this is that it amplifies, it speeds up American entry into the war. I am hoping to knock Britain out of the war before America gets into it and thereby winning the game. So, no, I am not going to do unrestricted submarine warfare. I mean, Germany's morale is over 100 as is, so it's really not necessary unless I wanted to speed up UK morale loss. So, and the submarines that are out there are getting hit by bad weather. They're submarines. They need to submerge and avoid the bad weather. This is not rocket science. Germans get 70% in ground attack weapons. Oh, I clicked too soon. I missed that last one. Austria develops gas and shell production level 2. And Austrian scientists production technology up to 56%. And Austrian industrial technology up to 63%. Ottoman artillery weapons progress up to 77%. Ottomans get level 4 trench warfare. Ottomans get logistics level 3. And there is our ledger for next turn. And so computer is calculating supply. Now I'm expecting this turn to be a little quick because really all I'm going to do is try and transfer the Eastern Front forces. So I'll go ahead and upgrade where I can, reinforce where I can, and transfer any units that don't fall into either of those previous categories. So pretty much all of the production points are going to wind up getting spent on that. All right, so here we go with the air warfare over the Western Front. And doesn't look like much happened there. Air war over the Alps. No, I spoke too soon. More air war over the Western Front. And here come the artillery fire. So we got attacks on Liege, around Nancy, more on Liege. I don't know if we'll hold it this turn. Not at the rate they're going with the artillery. And here comes the Italian attack on Trento. Maybe they'll get it this turn. Oh. So, yep, so they got Liege. Oh, they're trying to follow up. And here comes the attack on Trento. Nope. So they get that too, bums. Oh, we have an offensive on the Suez. Where was all of this when the Russians needed it? Some more desert fighting? So the losses on the Western Front for me, yeah, they're bad, but the fighting on the Eastern Front is done. So the loss of a couple of hexes on the Western Front, it does not. I'm not overly concerned. Hopefully, I'll be able to take Liege back, and hopefully, I'll be able to get Trento, but maybe not. We'll see. I'm not sure what the computer's doing right now. It says fleet moving. So I wonder if they're going to shift anything more on the Western Front. And of course, Italy celebrates the capture of Trento, and Austrian morale falls because of the loss of Trento. Belgium surrenders again, and America is protesting the sinking of one of its merchantmen. That's a random event that will increase American uh, diplomatic percentage for entering the war. So French success in the Netherlands. Entente gets 17% increase there. I got to check and make sure we're still over, uh, still getting supplies from the Netherlands. And there's the report about the close blockade. Back to calculating supply for my side. And we lost 3 corps. So we'll pay to get those back first before we do anything else. There is the summary of last turn's events. Alright, so we have some intelligence spotting a dreadnought and a destroyer out there in the Atlantic, and a British infantry corps in Belgium. Alright, so first things first, let me go ahead and look at the diplomatic situation for the Netherlands, down to 13%. And I don't have anything in there. So, alright, let's go ahead. I gotta save the Netherlands. I gotta save the supplies coming in through there. So, let me spend some money on that. And then I'll go ahead and reconstitute those 3 corps that we lost. Oh, geez, there's a 4th one in there. Holy smokes. That's going to use up all of my money. Yep. Alright, so this turn is not going as planned. Alright, so finish upgrading these guys. They're already done. I've only got 8 points left, so I can't use rail movement, so we will just hoof it. There's only a few units left to get over there. Alright. So I don't have anything left where I can do anything with the fleet, so they're just going to have to wait it out. Alright, so let's see if we can get Trento back. So I don't have any scout planes down around the Alps, so I'll go ahead and I'll use the blimps. Hang on a second. So the idea was to use the blimp so that I could see what's behind the unit that they've got in Trento. That way I wouldn't be surprised. But it looks like I've got eyes on, so I don't have to worry about that. All right. So save the use of the blimps. Use the rail guns on Belfort and see if we have some decent odds here. Maybe. All right, so let's attack. So we only got 2. I don't think we're going to be able to push him out of there. Yep. Bring up some more reinforcements here. All right, now, can he get in there? No, he can't. Can anybody move in there? Nope. What if I force march him? Nope. Grr. I can't move a headquarters unit in there either. Oh, nobody can get back into Trento. Oh, bummer. No, we can't take the city. Wipe that guy out of there, but we can't take the city. Oh. Alright, well, in that case, let's go ahead and shift these guys around so at least I got my heaviest unit ready to make the next attack. Alright, so let's go back the western front, see what we can do here. My fighter planes and my scout bombers are pretty well shot up. But let's see what kind of odds we got on the hexes that we lost. Well, I got to be able to scout out Liege to help the artillery. So despite the fact that I don't want to sacrifice the Zeppelins, I'm going to do it anyway. All right, so he didn't draw any interceptors. So I'll use the bombers or the scout planes to scout the hex. And we'll use what artillery supplies this guy's got to reduce their entrenchment. And that's all we got is the 3 shots. So, alright, so he's got the best odds. And unfortunately, that did not force the French unit out of there or wipe it out. But he did, and then I can move him up. Let's go ahead and move a few more of the healthy corps up to the front. So now that I've got the majority of the troops from the Eastern Front over here, it is a little bit easier to swap out the corps that have been doing all the heavy lifting on the Western Front with the new guys. Alright, so I don't have artillery to help with any of the units here. So I'm just going to have to forego that for now, but maybe I can take this hex back. Need to see what's in Epinal before I go ahead and try and take this hex. I don't want to have a surprise engagement. But I do have some artillery that I can bring on this hex, so that's helpful. Okay, so the best odds are here. Get him out of there. And move some guys up. Alright, that is going to pretty much do it for the Western Front. Alright, so let's go ahead and have a look at the Atlantic. Now, I'm going to leave these submarines here. And this one that I was bringing down to help out, we're going to go after the Dreadnought. So who is that? The Royal Oak. And then bravely retreat. And bring in these other two submarines, see how much damage we can do to the Royal Oak. Alright, not bad. So we got her down to 4 strength. And if they try to go to Scapa Flow, maybe they'll get intercepted by this submarine. Alright, so anything else we want to do with the Navy? They're all waiting for their upgrades. I just don't have any money for them this turn. So I will do this though. Bring the battle cruiser out so that way I can do the submarines and repair them and upgrade them first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 units around Warsaw like I need. Alright, so that is going to bring us to the Austro-Hungarians and the Serbian front. Alright. So let's start with operations on the Serbian front, see what we want to do here. So definitely want to try and cut off Salonika. So I can get a small Austrian force going down here into Greece and cut across the isthmus this way and link up with the Ottoman forces coming out of Byzantium. Now I made a mistake of leaving Peck undefended the other turn, and so this French unit moved in there. Fortunately, though, they are out of supply, so I should be able to pick them off relatively easily. Not going to waste the artillery shells on them. So that seems to be my best odds attack right there. And okay, why did the artillery unit fire instead of moving in there? Okay, that was odd. Alright, so move some of these units up. Upgrade this guy. And how's he doing for supply? He's down to 3. But let's just go ahead and force him out of there if we can. He's slowing down progress. Alright, 1 to 6, 1 to 3. So there's my best odds there. Oh, nice. Moved him out. We'll cut him off. Alright, not what I wanted to do. Alright, so that definitely did not go according to plan. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and move everybody up. Well, he's got to stay in Belgrade. Reinforce him because he's down to half strength. Alright, anything else we can do over here? Yeah, I could probably move this guy out of Tirana and move him down here into Greece, but not just yet. I can move him up as well. Start getting him heading this direction to help out with garrison duties. Alright, so now let's go ahead and get the Austrian army coming in from Russia. Go ahead and get them upgraded and reinforced. So just a couple more units to do here, and then those ones that are already done getting upgraded, just go ahead and move them over to help out in Serbia and Greece. So I don't have to worry about leaving the Romanian border unguarded. As Romania is down to 28%. I'm sure one of the remaining countries, has got diplomatic chits in there, and we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. But I mean, down at 28%, I'm good. I cannot worry about them for a little while. All right, so let's get this guy over. And I can use these Romanian garrisons to block any attempt of the Marines here to go ahead and land, do a Gallipoli on me. Alright, so now, okay, so there's the HQ that I want to get over here. And so these two guys, they'll go ahead and they'll move up here, and they'll be able, this HQ will be able to support all three of these units. Alright, before I do anything else with the Ottoman forces in the background, let me go ahead and tend to the Suez front. So he's only got 3 shells. He's down to 4 supply. I need more headquarters down here to help with the supply situation. So I'll leave him here so that he can do defensive artillery. And try and reinforce where we can. Have any of these headquarters units gotten onto a rail line yet? Nope. Okay, so that'll get him on a rail line. So I'll be able to use train movement to get him down here next turn. Alright, get these corps down there. Now I'm going to use the garrisons. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I'm going to go ahead and take these 2 small regiments, and I'm going to use them for defending Cyprus so that I can take these 2 units on Cyprus, and I'll use them to attack Crete. I don't remember if I had mentioned this before, but I got to use the 2 units in tandem. Let's see where... Okay, so the Ottomans ought to get level 1 amphibious warfare next turn. The reason I've got to wait for that is because I need to be able to use both units at the same time. Right now, the technology level, the R&D level, only lets me use 1 unit. And then I don't have the amphibious transports available until that first unit actually lands and is no longer using them. I need to be able to use both units at the same time because there's no port for me to take on Crete except for the one that is defended. If you go back a couple of episodes and you see how the Ottoman Marines handled the regiment on Cyprus, they were not able to generate enough damage in a single turn to be able to rout the defenders, and so I needed a second unit in order to be able to carry the island. It's going to be the same deal here on Crete, but on Cyprus I was able to land one unit and then later on land a second unit because we were able to grab the port of excuse me, Limassol and get supplies to the Marines while they were besieging Nicosia. So I'm not going to have that luxury over here on Crete. So I got to land both units so that I can generate enough power to knock out the defenders before my landing force runs out of supplies. So that's the hold up there. All right, move him. So let's go ahead and get these last two regiments moving. And the two small regiments, they'll help with garrison duties over here in Greece and Serbia once we've wrapped up the war there. Okay, so let me have a quick look at the fronts, see if there's anything else I want to do. So the Navy wound up not getting intercepted last turn like I was expecting to have happen. So I'll go ahead and I'll take the submarine home so it can resupply and I can get him his elite reinforcements. I'll move the ships around just in case the computer's trying to gang up on them somewhere. Alright. Oh, so my submarine returning to Cataro found this French dreadnought in the port at Brindisi. Nothing I can do about it at the moment. I can, however, position that submarine here just in case if he moves out and tries to come out into the Ionian Sea, maybe the submarine will be able to surprise him. We'll see what happens. Alright, so I don't think there's anything else to do except reinforce my poor rebel unit here. So I've said it before, I'll say it again. These guys deserve medals. Just sitting out here constantly under attack, constantly holding the position here. Not able to do much of anything else. Alright. So that looks like it's going to be it for operational movement and offensive operations. There's not a lot left to do any research and development except for the Ottomans. So let's go ahead and see what we can do for them. So I mean there's plenty here that needs to be done. So let's go ahead and get their aerial warfare started. Hopefully they can do that pretty quickly with assistance from Austria and Germany. And so that's pretty much it. They've only got 10 points left max, and the lowest one on here is 40. So let's see if there's anything we can buy for them. Alright, I got fighters, and I got a fighter squadron and a bomber squadron coming, so let's see if they can help in the diplomatic department. I'd like to get Norway back on our side, but that'd take a lot of investment. I mean, it's not hurting me to lose the 18 production points that Norway would have been supplying. So we can go ahead and take what money Turkey's got. We'll put it into Switzerland along with the Austrian chits that are in there. And who knows? Maybe we can get Switzerland to join the war uh, pretty soon, sooner rather than later. All right, so that is pretty much going to wrap it up for this turn. I was figuring it'd be pretty short with all the money that needed to be spent on the units coming back from the Eastern Front. And unfortunately, the Navy misses out this turn. I'll try and get them caught up next turn. At the very least, I'll get those 3 submarines reinforced and repaired. All right, so that's pretty much going to do it for this turn. Thanks a lot for watching. If you've been following along, please consider subscribing to the channel to help the channel grow. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, excuse me, and as always, do leave a like if if you like this kind of content and you want me to continue producing these kind of videos. All right, so thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next one.